how you get that amazing bass in, like in this mix, for example. You got time to go into that? It's like,
Here's the and okay, this is an easy one. Okay, this is an easy one. Okay, I don't know what it is, but bass and then bass amp and then distortion and then sub or look, only Howard Benson and Mike Plotnikoff get the bass DI, the bass amp, the bass distortion, and the sub to like be in phase and usable. Okay. For some reason, every time I get a DI and an amp, it's like, you know what? This is not working. Just give me the DI pure. I'll use like a Sans amp on it or a little bit of the mix hub on it, an 1176, which is this right here, okay, in this mode like that, and push it forward, okay? And that's what does it. And all I do is add top end. Don't start screwing the low end. Every time you start adding like 100 hertz, that note sticks out. That's the problem with bass, okay? Bass guitar, it's like as soon as you add 60 cycles, whatever note 60 cycles is resonating, that E gets louder. So why do that? Just make the whole thing louder, okay? So if the DI is recorded reasonably, you can use a distortion plugin or something. It just, unless the amp is really done right, it never seems to make the bass sound forward. So that's the answer.
And and so a lot of that is actually at the source when it's actually recorded, correct?
Yeah, but even what you get as a mixer or someone who's working on something else, the DI is usually something they don't mess with too much. They maybe make it brighter. So if you just use that as your source, distort it a little bit, overdrive it, whatever, and just add top end and just push it forward, that's going to hold up. Look, and if you want a really distorted bass, make the distorted track just be from like roll off the bottom. So it's only the grit and not the bottom, because as soon as you have these two low ends colliding, then the phase starts to get messed up.
What's next in this session? Because I'm digging this song.
Let's just look at these guitars. I just, I didn't want to bother you with like bass. I just want to make sure these are muted. Okay, so I think we're just mute my kick here. Sorry. With guitars, okay, let's just see what the guitars sound like. All right. Now, I'll probably just add a little mix hub, just show you what it can be done. Always having that first, right? So let's just see what these guys sound like. All right, right from here. Okay. All right, and then, right. Now, you're like, wow, Chris, plus 15 at 8K. And what am I using as the compressor? The old standby. I love when it's on a regular number. So I'll just option that down. Now these might be a little hot.
A bit. Just a bit.
So let's just bring them down. Let's just clip gain them down. Just a few, right? But this is a typical setting for me right here. Look. Well, listen to the difference. I mean, look, everyone's always saying, oh, do you scoop or do you, or just get both of these up here. Look how simple it is with heavy guitars. Okay, by the time you get to the mix and you started making everything super shiny, what's wrong with 15 dB at 8K? It's okay? Whoa! It's certainly better than the option here, which is dark. I don't, when it comes to guitars, it's like I add shine and that's it. Occasionally, if it's really not happening in the mid-range, I'll add some mid-range. But with the plugin, if I can just add a big treble knob, that's all I need. I'm not taking any bottom out. The whole energy of the record is that, you know what I mean, is that right there. So don't roll, oh, I got to make room for the bass. Let me do this. Why? I want it to be thunderous. So you know, I try to just be simple about it and think about mixing as if I only had bass and treble. That's how I try to look at it.